The problem with the concept of power, the power of positive thinking, is people just think, oh, well, if I just have positive thoughts, then my life should be affected. And this is why positive thinking has a real bad rap in the public. Having a positive thought does not in any way necessitate that those positive thoughts actually manifest themselves. There's a piece that was left out, and if you don't understand the piece, then you're shouting into the wind with your positive thoughts. Nothing's going to happen. There's the conscious mind and what is called the subconscious mind. On a day-by-day basis, the subconscious mind runs our biology about 95 to 99% of the time. So while you're having all these wonderful thoughts, that's not the conscious mind's not running the show. It's a subconscious mind. The programs that we got, that's the source of the problems that most of us face. And these programs could limit our abilities and take away our powers, which essentially they do. Positive thinking is a creative thought that comes from the conscious mind. Okay, so I sit here and I'm going to have all these wonderful thoughts. I'm going to close my eyes and visualize all these wonderful things. Now stop and go back to the mechanical character of it. A, I'm having these thoughts with a little tiny processor called the conscious mind, and I'm competing with the programs that are in the subconscious mind. So if I have a thought for being healthy or being in a good relationship, and I'm doing positive thinking, and at the same time I have acquired programs in my development that said you're not as healthy as you think you are, and you're not that good a person to have those kind of relationships, then look, I'm now pitting my positive thoughts against my programs, and they're opposite. But here comes the other part. While I can try to maintain positive thoughts in my life using my conscious mind, this conscious mind only operates less than 5% of the day. That says 95% or more of the day, I'm operating from the other belief system. Do the math. How powerful are positive thoughts? And the answer is, unless the subconscious has the same programs and agreement as the conscious mind, power of positive thinking will not work. It will not work because you're competing against a much more powerful processor. We do not see the subconscious when it plays. The subconscious has programs in it that we primarily got from other people in our development. And the significance about that is that if we are operating from this subconscious mind and not seeing it, then we're also not seeing that we're playing programs that may not be in any way supporting who we are and what we want. The only problem was, it was your own subconscious programming that led to the life that you have. And that if you can understand that, and then try to work with it, then you can change your subconscious programming and change your life. If you're sitting at the traffic light and you're waiting for the light and these thoughts are running through your head, you can start to listen to them. For a moment, stop and be analytical and listen to these thoughts, and you start to realize you're saying things, well, that won't happen, or oh, I'm not that lucky, I can't get that, oh, she won't pay any attention to me. These are thoughts, and then realize, since these thoughts are programming the biology, and these are the thoughts that are just running like a faucet from your subconscious mind, you're actually hearing what kind of beliefs you're dealing with. And the first level of really owning the power over your life is to listen to these thoughts. Because if you listen to them, you're going to have to stop and say, my God, if I listen to all these thoughts, of course my life is not pretty. The subconscious is the driver until you own the responsibility to stand in the front, or sit in the front, put your hands on the wheel and drive the vehicle yourself. The moment you do that, you have power. The energy fields out there, our thoughts are the energy fields, so can we tap into it? In fact, if you're tapped into your thoughts, then you're already tapped into the energy field, because the thought isn't material or mechanical in the first place. It is the energy field. Once you own that these thoughts are important, and you can hear these thoughts, then you have access to say, well, wait a minute, I decide not to, I don't want to hear that thought. I want a different thought. And that's when your conscious mind steps in and says, give me the driving, give me the wheel. Because the subconscious has been driving the vehicle all this time. And most of us think our conscious mind's like a backseat, passenger watching this car go out of control from the back seat, screaming directions to the front seat, and the driver's not paying any attention.